Yes, I have the brand new Galaxy Book Go right here with me. It is the real device. We will do a real unboxing, and of course I will give you my real first impression. During this video, I really have to remind myself and you that this is an entry model. I would almost say that it's a pre-entry model laptop, if that makes any sense. So the box itself is really simple. It's kind of a cardboard recycled material box itself, and you have the writing on top which states Galaxy Book, and with a smaller writing below the laptop sign here, Galaxy Book Go. Some specs and a couple of Samsung logos all around the box, of course. And this theme pretty much continues when you open up the packaging itself. So look, you do have the USB-C charger, the cable, the plug itself, then you have some documentation, of course, the device, and the device is, as always, kind of tucked away in some protective material here. First thing I noticed when I unpacked it and got it out of the box, it feels heavy, kind of really heavy, and I have to really go back and say, okay, it is an entry model laptop, but I do have the Galaxy Book Pro 360 15-inch, and that feels heavier than the big boy. And as for the design, you can see it really fits into the Samsung lineup that has been released lately with the Galaxy Book Pro 360 series. It all fits in. It is that silver looking design, and again, it is a bit heavy regardless of pricing. As for the ports, you have two USB-C ports, which is Thunderbolt 4, I believe, one regular USB, micro SD, headphone jack, Kensington slot, and a SIM card slot. This is the LTE version here. I have the 4GB of RAM version, not the 8GB. You can get the 8GB of RAM also, but there's a 5G version coming out in August later this year. And this version here again is the 4GB of RAM version with 128GB of SSD storage, and the 5G version I believe also has a faster processor in. So if you want to wait for this, maybe you will want to. So when I turned on the device, and please don't laugh, this was my initial thought, right? So I'm really going to share this with you today. When I really looked at it and I opened it up and I turned it on, I thought, okay, this device is a mix between Acer because of the display, a MacBook Pro 2014 because of the keyboard here, and the Pixelbook Go. The Pixelbook Go 1st gen because of the bezels. So that was my initial thought, a mix of all those three devices. So build quality needs to be in perspective with pricing, of course, and the build quality is good. I would say it's good. The only thing I noticed right away when I was browsing, when I was web browsing, and I was resting my hand here, doesn't do it now, but it was squeaky. It kind of made like mechanical noise, but that's gone now. But that was the first thing I noticed. Apart from that, the touchpad, the trackpad itself is actually really good. I enjoyed using it. It is not as good as the Galaxy Book Pro 360 trackpad, but I do enjoy it. So the build quality is kind of good. It's good. I mean, again, it's an entry model laptop, so I really have to go back and say, okay, it only costs $350. or here 450 euros. So as for the display, it goes all the way down. If you enjoy that, if that is for you, then you can do this, right? This is doable, and there you go. If that's your thing, then it is capable of doing that. Looking at the software components installed, and you guys know it's not all about the hardware anymore. It's also about the software and software optimization. And Samsung, it is really clear that Samsung wants to expand their ecosystem to many devices out there. And this Samsung Galaxy Book Go is no different. However, it is a slimmed down version of what you usually get on a higher end models, right? You do have, and I'm going to read this here, Quick Share, Samsung Flow, Notes, Screen Recorder, and Settings, Samsung Settings. However, Samsung Settings is a slimmed down version of what you get on other Galaxy Book devices. Just in case you just got excited for Samsung Notes, nope, it's not a touchscreen. So I didn't want to hold back with the Geekbench 5 results. So here we go. Enjoy. So my first impression after 24 hours of using the Samsung Galaxy Book Go, and I'm gonna be brutally honest here, do not get the 4GB of RAM version, because when you have something open, you have an application open and you do some web browsing, it is painful, highly painful. It is like going back into dial-up area. I don't know if you remember dial-up, that was a slow internet connection, loading web pages and having a single application open at the same time, highly painful. You do have an 8GB of RAM version available. I would probably suggest that instead of 4GB. But there is one thing, one big thing that really bothers me, and that is the screen/display. And I tried to capture this as I experienced it rather than staged filming, and I'm not sure if you can see this here. But the best way to describe the 14-inch Full HD LED display is like you washed it too many times. When you have a t-shirt that is really colorful at first and after washing it, yellow is suddenly yellowish and it looks milky. That's the best way I can really describe the screen as of today. I personally struggled at times looking at the screen. I had to move forward or sideways to see what I was writing or reading, and maybe it's my eyes, I don't know, but it all looked really milky-ish to me. And when you have an angle that then one side was brighter and the other side was darker, so there is something about that screen I don't like. So this is the first overview. You guys know how we roll. You subscribe, you like, you leave a comment, and your question, of course, with regards to this device, and we will try to answer all of this separately or in our next full review video for the Samsung Galaxy Book Go. So thank you for watching. Peace out.